Guys, and I hope that you're well. So welcome back to another breakdown. I know it's been a while since I've done a last breakdown video, but it's been a while since I've actually taken a trade anyway. So let's go off to explain what's happened this morning and how I got the entry, and we'll go from there. So if we start from 7 o'clock, that's when I start trading. So let's go from here. So what we have is obviously the first thing that we see is a new range. So we've got this range low, and that's the first thing that I see. I tend to just look back a little bit. I don't really look for anything before. I tend to look back just to see where the actual major structure is. As you know, because I don't follow minor structure at all. I don't know, my voice sounds funny. I've got this allergic reaction to something. I'm taking a new medication and my tongue is like a little bit fat at the minute. So I'm not sure if it sounds weird on the recording, but it sounds weird when I'm talking out loud though anyway. Anyway, so we've got this range, range low, range high, pretty simple. And then we go on to obviously break this structure. We have a low, high, and then we have a break. Now this would be a disruption if it did go on to continue to break the low, but it didn't, and it continued to make a new high. So we have range low, and then we have the high confirmed here. Then we have low, high, and again we then now have bearish intent, no disruption, a bearish move again, and here we have this break of structure here. I thought this would be some sort of disruption, a good one. But no, what happened was we have a range high here, we have the range low here. This eventually got broken here, so we formed this new range. Now this is a successful disruption, and that was a POI that I was looking to trade, but there was no 1 second disruption within that for me to even take the trade, and price went on to create a new high before anything can even come to fruition. So then this whole setup was completely invalidated, right? So we have this range high, range low. We have this breaker structure here. So we have range low, range high. Okay, and then we carry on going, range low, range high, and then this gets disrupted. Now the reason why I'm saying this now, because this is a successful one. So what happens after that? So obviously we form this new range, which needs to be broken. This eventually gets broken now, and it goes on to create this range low. So we have this move here, this move here to this low to this high. Now the interesting part here is the fact that, so we have this bearish move, we have this bearish move which goes on to be taken out. The high is not supported because a new high is not created, and we go on to create a new low. So this disruption was ideal. And the only place where that came from is this POI here. So essentially liquidity was taken and then price was driven down. Now once obviously price comes into it, we do the exact same thing again and look for our entry point. This one was a little bit how to describe it? It was a little bit odd. I hope it hasn't changed now, because it shouldn't. There we go. Okay, so once price comes into it, I went straight to the 1 second. That's just the way I'm going to do it. So we have the range high, range low, and this is the first break. So first break has come from here, and again we're not going to enter off here. We need to wait for a disruption, which happens straight after. So now we got the new high, and this is when we're going to start looking to trade. So after this phase, we're going to start looking. So once that happened is we got a range high, range low was here, then we got a new high because that was taken out, new high and new low. So this candle was his own high low candle. We go on to break this structure. I couldn't enter off here. This happened too quickly. But then we go on to form a new low. So we have the IM and we have the SR. So I entered straight off the SR. My entry was a little bit off, to be fair, but I entered pretty much on this candle here, but spread triggered me here, and I would put my SL 1 pip to cover the high, purely because 0.5 didn't really make sense. I wasn't sure if this was even taken out. This did get very close, but luckily my spread was 0.1, so I was pretty lucky with that one. But to be even if it took me out, there's nothing different I would have done. I would have kept it at 1 pip anyway, and it just would have been the spread issue, and that would have been a valid loss, a valid loss which is out of my control. But anyway, it didn't. It stayed in, and then we continued. Now the reason why I didn't take my 5R at 10R this time is because this was the range low that needed to be taken out. Sorry, there's this one. So the 15-second low was obviously here, but I targeted this low, which was 12R, and then I took my partial, purely because it just made sense where price needed to go. As soon as it tapped, I took partial out, so it's just a little bit under 6R to be fair, because I took it out slightly higher, and then obviously I'm continuing to hold. So once this actually happened, what I need to do is look for, where are my potential target points. Now before I continue, let me get rid of all of these. Okay, there you go. It looks a bit more cleaner now. Let's see what price is doing now. Okay, so thinking about target points, let's go to the hourly and see what price is doing here. So price hasn't really reacted to that hourly. The only thing I can say is aiming to take out this low. And what I'm going to do is, so I haven't even done this yet because I haven't looked, so I'm looking at this live with you. What I'm going to do is set my target here, and that should give me what, 80. Let's go, just cover the low. I like a round number, so let's go for 85 on this one, wherever that is. So that'll be about 85 hours, so half of that, wherever that is, will be my target. Let me just check the 4 hours and see what's happening here. Yeah, it would make sense to go on to take out this low. To be fair, the idea would be, because this is a ideal reaction, the idea would be to take out this low, which could be a potential idea. But I'll see how price goes. But I think I'm just going to aim for this hourly low and then go from there. That's more than enough for me. It shouldn't get there. That is, it's because this is in a weird location at the minute. So at the minute, what I'm looking for in terms of the disruption model, as explained in one of the previous videos, I'm enjoying the process of looking for that one thing only, and that basically is we need to have break of structure, we need to have disruption, and then we need to have that break. Now that break can happen at any point. Okay, it can happen from a different high, whatever, it doesn't make a difference, right? But it still needs to happen. This makes this a confirmed disruption. Once that POI has been established, we basically need to find the exact same thing again once the entry comes. We need to have disruption, and then we look to enter. A disruption of the SR or IM, whatever, doesn't make a difference, and then we're going to do that. So essentially I'm looking for the exact same model twice. Now one thing I've noticed is that for the last few weeks I have been obviously trading this model, and I've been looking every day from between 7 and 9, and what I've noticed is that it's not actually happening that frequently. However, when it does, the probability is incredibly high, which to be honest is far more relaxed, and now I think it's a bit more defined than the inception model because there's less discretion involved, because you're basically looking for that one thing on both time frames. So I don't know if I can make this any more rule based than it is, but at the minute I'm enjoying it. The stats are looking good, but I'm going to continue testing over September and see how things go over September, and I'm going to decide whether I wish to carry on or not. At the minute, it's looking likely that I want to carry on. But I just need to see what the stats are like when the market starts to pick up again, because obviously August is not the best month to test purely because of how dead it is in general. So anyway, let me move this all the way across to 85. There we go, that should be alright. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed this breakdown, and obviously I'll see you in the next one. Obviously, if you're testing this model, obviously let me know how you're getting on in terms of your statistics and what you're doing. I know some of you are testing different time frames, which I currently don't have the time to test, to be honest, live, because I'm testing this one live. I might do a back test of a higher time frame and see how that works, because the probability of this is so high, which is amazing. I didn't expect it to be as high as it is, but I just need to make sure that it continues and not just a 1 month thing. Obviously I did the back testing, but I prefer live testing results because I know exactly how I react and how I'm feeling. And not only that, the way I'm trading with this model, I am far more relaxed when it comes to the actual trading time, when it comes to actually entering, far more relaxed, because I don't have to flick from, usually I would have done 15 second, 5 second, 1 second for the inception model, but this one I'm going for 15 seconds and 1 second. That's it. There's 2 time frames involved. That's literally it, which is quite nice. But anyway, I'll leave you guys be. I hope you all have a good trading week, and I will see you guys in the next breakdown video.